copyright law. When it is introduced, there's concern over the doctrine of fair use, and in particular, my question is, will the fair use doctrine be upheld by permitting the circumvention of DRM? In layman's terms, will I still be allowed to back up my DVDs for private personal use?
Well, I'm delighted to talk about copyright. Well, it'll be interesting for both of us. I can't be specific in talking about a copyright bill because no bill has been introduced, and it's clear that if the bill is introduced, it will be by the Minister of Industry, and it would be an abuse of Parliament to speak about what might be in the bill before it's introduced. And I am proud of the work I do as a parliamentarian, and I would never run afoul of that obligation in Parliament. The issue you raised, the whole question of fair use, deals with the whole consumer side of the spectrum of copyright law, and it is a challenging area that requires discussion.
I have another question about the proposed copyright bill. In the 2006 Conservative election platform, it stated that you would plan to put international bills before Parliament to discuss them, and you said earlier that it would be something that would be important to discuss before it would be put. Does that mean that you would be putting the bill into discussion in Parliament before ratifying it?
If I understand what your question is, you're relating to the process by which the Conservative government committed in a previous election document for the ratification of international treaties.
Yes.
So it's a fair question. What we've made very clear is that the ratification of an international treaty requires 3 steps, if you will. The initial step is the execution of the treaty itself. So in the context of the WIPO treaties, they were actually signed by Canada in 1996, 1997. That's step 1. The treaties obligate the signatory countries to bring their laws into conformity with the international treaties. So that is step 2. Before you get to what you're asking about, which is step 3, which is the actual ratification by Parliament of the treaties themselves. And so that 3rd step can only happen after the 2nd step has happened. And the 2nd step involves bringing your national laws into compliance with the treaty signed initially. So that's the way that we've said the process should work, and that's something that we continue to be committed to. Frankly, I don't know any other way you can do it.
Just a follow-up question on that. A couple of weeks ago, the Department of Foreign Affairs committed the government to table international treaties prior to going through the 2nd step in actually implementing them prior to ratifying. Is that going to occur with the expected copyright amendment?
Well, the Foreign Affairs will follow the process I've described. Before an international treaty is ratified by Parliament, it'll be introduced in the form of a proposed law, and we've specified periods of time. I can't recall the exact period of time that we spoke of. So it will be in front of Canadians for that period of time before it is ratified. But that doesn't affect the obligation to bring the law into conformity in the meantime. Please.
This is not about copyright. Has the government laid a framework for plans past 2020?
Well, yes, in the sense that we've roughly prescribed targets that take us out to 2050. That, of course, will be more your challenge than mine.